Hi, I'm Amanda,
And I'm Tori.
and today we're going to be talking about self-monitoring. Specifically, what is self-monitoring and different types?
And why does it fail sometimes?
Self-monitoring is the ability to monitor one's own thoughts and behaviors and accommodate them when necessary. What are some ways you think you self-monitor in your everyday life?
There are 6 different types of self-monitoring: meta-memory, comprehension monitoring, meta-motivation, error detection, judgments of knowledge, and judgments of learning.
The first one we'll be talking about is meta-memory. Meta-memory is basically monitoring your own memories. This includes judging your own memory abilities and accuracy and predicting how well you will remember something in the future.
For example, you think that you're prepared for the test coming up because while self-monitoring, you remembered studying all of the needed material. But
You realize while taking the exam that you missed an entire section while studying.
comprehension monitoring is when a learner judges whether or not they understand the topic they are attempting to learn.
For example, while learning the rules of tennis and how to play it, you may think you understand, but
Really, while self-monitoring, you judge that you don't understand and you don't know the rules to tennis at all.
another type is meta-motivation, which is attending to and evaluating your own motivations, emotions, and attitudes.
There are lots of distractions in our environment every minute of every day, but good self-monitoring is making sure to attend and evaluate your motivations, aka keeping your eye on the prize.
Job deal. Job definitely feel. Yeah.
Error detection is checking your work and performance for errors, noticing when errors have occurred, and noticing a mismatch between expected and actual performance.
For example, while checking her work, she noticed that an error had occurred when she created her graph for an important business presentation. Aw, man! Judgments of knowledge defined is evaluating whether or not you know something, or whether you'll know it in the future.
For example, when you see a pointer on a map, you can self-monitor and evaluate that you know it's pointed at Europe. The last type of self-monitoring is judgments of learning, which is evaluating whether you have learned something, are capable of learning it, or will learn it after studying.
For example, when you see the name of a city, you might recognize it and where it's located because you've learned it and remember that it is in Europe.
But sometimes self-monitoring fails.
And this is why.
One reason we fail at self-monitoring is because of faulty standards, which means that maybe we don't always understand the task or we haven't adopted good performance standards.
Sometimes we misunderstand the task, and there is a mismatch between what the directions state and how we self-assess. Sometimes we fail at self-monitoring because of beliefs and biases, which include our beliefs about the nature of knowledge and how we gain knowledge.
One example of this is what we believe a mistake to be. If we think a mistake means that we are stupid, it impacts how we think about ourselves and our future learning.
Misleading cues are another way that we fail.
Misleading cues can happen because of encoding fluency. Sometimes information that we see, maybe during lectures, seems as though it would be easy to understand, such as the definition of self-monitoring, so we think that no further processing is necessary.
But at the end of this lesson, will you be able to tell me the definition of self-monitoring? Misleading cues can also happen because of perceptual fluency. We think that words that are easy to perceive because they are in different fonts, larger, or in bright color will be judged as easier to remember or recall in the future.
But at the end of the lesson, will you be able to recall the word on the board without re-looking at it? We also fail at self-monitoring because of misperceptions.
When we believe a task is very difficult and requires special skill, then those are the ideas that we attempt to monitor instead of focusing on our own capabilities.
This has been Self-Monitoring with Amanda and Tori.
Come back soon for another lesson filled with awesomeness.